I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we're back at you guys with Jujutsu Kaisen. Something like that.
I did not try to learn mine yet, so we'll see. Yeah, episode 8. Woo, okay. Last episode was about Gojo.
And why he's so much a fan favorite.
Yes, his fighting abilities, or at least part of it, because he got attacked by one of the curses that have been planning something.
Yeah.
And he underestimated Gojo massively. But and Gojo had a good time. He taught Itadori a few things about domain expansion and stuff, and we got to see his power. So that's pretty cool. I did look it up, by the way, because we needed more than just what we got last episode.
Yeah, we were confused a bit.
A little bit. But turns out we were not that wrong about what happened. So instead of, what I said, which was he's using the energy around him, he's basically using the space around him. So he's bending space, which is pretty cool and original. Like, I've never seen someone with that ability before, so that's pretty great. And what he's doing with it is pretty cool too. So he is very strong. I'm sure we have not seen all of his abilities, so I'm excited for the next fight he's in. And that might come, sooner than we think, because they're gonna try, the curses, they're gonna try to capture Gojo and turn Itadori and, get him and Sukuna on his underside, which is not gonna be easy, but who knows what they're gonna do. So they have this prison thingy for Gojo too, so I don't know how prepared they're gonna be. I know Gojo's strong, but even if he's the strongest, you're never, safe from an ambush, so be careful. Hopefully he is.
Yeah.
So, we jump in this episode, we look at the rest of Itadori's training, and the others, because they're also training.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see some great techniques.
To be clear with you, I can't wait to see their face when Itadori is gonna just come back at the event and the look of pure anger on their face to the Gojo sensei.
I've been back this whole time! But I don't remember if I said it in the episode or if I said it to you in between episodes, but it's great motivation for the characters, to think that they are doing this for Itadori, they are doing this
but
because of what he said.
It's still a bitch move though. It
is, but that's Gojo, he can afford anything.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's jump in this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon if you want to see the full reaction. Yep. Let's go!
Let's watch it, guys!
1年生は
走った
大丈夫か
鮭3歳じ
You
ゃ
always
ね
speak
え
with
か
food
Food,
name, right?
yeah.
今日だろ京都の学長が来んの交流会の打ち合わせ
つな
特急案件に1年派遣の異常事態悟とバチバチの上層部が仕組んだって話じゃん京都の学長なんてもろその上層部だろ
It's true that we know about Gojo and the higher-ups feud, but we haven't seen it.
舞が
憶測だよ打ち合わせに生徒は関係ないからなでもなあいつら嫌がらせ大好きじゃん堂々と舞
なんでこっちいるんですか全員先輩
あ、やっぱり雰囲気近いわよね姉妹
双子のな
あなたたちが心配で学長についてきちゃった同級生が死んだんでしょ
You seem very
そ
worried.
れともそうでもなかった
何が言いたいんですか
そんな汚らわしい人外が隣でぶしつけに呪術師を名乗って虫唾走っていた
You're gonna
Don't
piss
talk
him off.
shit about
生
him.
成したんじゃない
Breathe in, breathe out.
はいどうでもいい話を広げるな伏黒とか言ったかどんな女がタイプだ
What? What?
返答次第では今ここで半殺しにして
Okay.
最低でも3年は交流会に引っ張り出す
Okay.
ちなみに俺はタッパとケツがでかい女が
What's the right answer?
Same as Z, I guess.
But we get to see some abilities.
True, but now it's not the time.
I know, but it's okay. I think they're supposed to fight each other eventually at the event anyway, so...
At the event!
No, but I mean, it's a good
Today.
opportunity to see the other's fighting style and learn. At least for us, because we don't know them.
Yeah, but what you said, what she said though, is something that I did think about. They talk about it also in Demon Slayer though, or you're supposed to, for example, fight demons, but you're working beside a demon.
No, but they're not though.
But
He's the vessel. He's a human. When they're talking to him, they're not talking to Sukuna.
yeah, but inside him is living
Yeah,
a
but-
really, really evil curse.
For people who don't know him, it'd be easy to call him a curse and shit. But if you know him, he's a friend. At least that's how I see, Megumi and Nobara's relationship with him.
yeah.
別に好みとかありませんよ。その人に揺るがない人間性があればそれ以上は何も求めません。
That's pretty cool. Oh boy.
悪くない答えね。
やっぱりだ。退屈だよ。
No, he's not.
伏黒。
Oh! Ouch! Ooh! Ouch!
伏黒。ああ、伏黒くんかわいそう。二級術師として入学した天才も一級の東堂先輩相手じゃただの一年生だ。
Yeah, but in shonen, first graders tend to be stronger eventually.
だけど全然だわ。
マキさんの方が100倍美人。寝不足か？
毛穴開いてんぞ。
口の利き方
Oh boy.
教えてあげる。
一目見た時から分かってた。ああ、こいつは退屈だと。
You're the boring one.
人を見た目で判断しちゃいけないよな。
東堂。あの東堂なのか。去年起きた呪詛師下等による未曾有の呪術テロ。新宿京都百鬼夜行。
That was the guy we were wondering about, right?
特級呪霊一体を一人で払ったっていうあの東堂。あんた術式使わないんだってな。
ああ、あの噂はガセだ。特級相手には使ったぞ。
一級には使ってねえのかよ。化け物が。
Because it's not worth
安
it.
心したよ。ヌエプラスガマ聖帝知らず。相手はゴリゴリの近接タイプ。
Yeah, it's
距離を取り拘束する。
Yeah, not your forte, right?
usually not. And he's really fast.
さっきのが全速者。
体も
So that is his weakness. Close range.
Gojo Sensei! Where are you when we need you the most?
But then learn from this. Like, if you face him later, learn from this. Oh. To be honest though, like, he's been through a lot against Sukuna. So
例に漏れず退屈。
ah.
やる気がまるで感じられる。
下手に出てりゃ偉そうにやってやるよ。
Oh, come on, just fucking.
動く
Oh. Oh.
Thanks. I would have wanted to see his attack though.
Later. To
I
get the
know.
tournament.
So that's why he speaks in food names, because what he says, they do.
交流会まで我慢できないかね。
That could
帰っ
explain.
た帰った。
That's pretty
大
sick.
きい声出すぞ。いやーんって言われなくても帰るところだ。どうやら退屈指導士ってわけでもなさそうだ。
I want this rematch. I want this fucking
別
rematch.
に伝えとけ。お前も出ろと。めんどくせえ。俺パンダ、人間の言葉わからない。
シャケ。
呪術師続けるなら喧嘩ある相手は選ぶことね。うちのパシリに何してんだよ、マイ。あら、落ちこぼれすぎて気づかなかったわ、マキ。
I mean, they're very different. And they're supposed to be twins? Yeah.
野原立てるか無理よしばらく起きないわそれなりに痛めつけたもん何やる気
Don't underestimate her.
We always get back up.
おろしたてのジャージにバカすか穴開けやがっててめえのその制服置いてけよ私の夏服にしてやる次は体の穴増やしてやるわよ
帰るぞマイ
伏黒
He didn't show half his abilities, so be careful. You know, he's okay.
冗談私はこれからなんですけど
ダメだお前と違って俺にはまだ東京に大事な用があるんだよ高田ちゃんの怖くなな
Okay.
A tall woman with big ass.
A big ass, yeah.
あんたたち交流会はこんなもんじゃ済まないわよ何買った感出してんだ制服置いてけこらやめとけバカ
And like, you didn't think that maybe they didn't give their all in this
交
fight?
流会で
He didn't want to fight.
Exactly.
さっきの本当なの呪力がないって本当だよ だからこのメガネがねえと呪いも見えない
Ah.
私が使うのは呪具
I was wondering what the thing in the opening was.
お前らみたいに自分の呪力を流してどうこうしてるわけじゃねえよじゃあなんで呪術師なんか嫌がらせだよ見下されてた私が大物術師になってみろ家の連中どんな面すっかな
To prove them wrong.
Well, if
I'd
she's
wanna
the
do this.
black sheep of the family, yeah.
I definitely want to do the same.
私はマキさん尊敬してますよ
Same.
あそう
It's kind of, she's kind of like Rock Lee, basically. And I like that.
Yeah.
She has more to prove, so she goes the extra mile to prove it.
矢賀はまだかのおい先短い年寄りの時間は高くつくぞ
矢賀学長はしばらく来ないよ
ほう
I'm just as important. Let me take his
その
place.
スケジュールを伝えてあるからね
Sure.
理事長を脅してその説はどうも学願寺学長虎杖裕二のことだ保守派一党のあんたも一枚噛んでんだろ
やれやれ敬語もろくに使えんのか
花から敬う気がねえんだよ最近の老人は主語がでかくて参るよほんと昨晩未登録の特級呪霊2体に襲われた
ほうそれは災難じゃったの
去年の下等優の一件
Okay.
That's why they would recognize him if he showed up at school.
少なの器あんたらがしょうもない地位や伝統のためにせき止めていた力の波がもうどうしようもなく大きくなって押し寄せてんだよこれからの世代は特級なんて物差しじゃ測れない牙を剥くのが僕だけだと思ってんなら痛い目見るよおじいちゃん
少しおしゃべりが過ぎる
おお怖っ言いたいこと言ったから
He is a little bit scary, but we're with Gojo, so we're fine, I think.
ああ野外学長は2時間くらいで来るよじゃあね
Have fun waiting. Every chance he gets. Every time. So they were trying to keep controlled the sorcerers that they were training, but
they're
now there's
getting
a
stronger,
wave of strong,
way stronger
yeah.
than you can expect, yeah.
Are we at the event? Is it the event? Ah, okay.
Cinema. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
He's one of the strong students they talked about,
I
right?
think, yeah.
君俺が見えるんだ
It doesn't look to be that strong.
No, but
So
I
that's
mean,
a good cover-up.
appearances can be tricky.
覚悟はいいですか虎杖君
was his
time on
name?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
What was his name? Kodo?
Okutsuku?
Okutsuki, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it might be
I
him.
think you need to write it down.
So he would be like probably the strongest student of our
well,
school.
Gojo Sensei just said that he thought of 2 students that might become as strong as he is right now, and Itadori was supposed to be
A potential
one of them, and that guy is one of the 2 students that he
Yeah.
mentioned. So yeah.
So he faced that mummy guy who's, I'm very sorry about the names, but
I mean, the Frankenstein.
yeah, the Frankenstein guy, and I don't know what happened, but he's not around when they showed up at the theater. So what happened? Is he fine? Is he dead?
I hope he's fine.
Okay, okay, we'll have to wait for next episode to hopefully see what happened. But yeah, we met new students, rude students, who apparently saw the weakness that Nobara and Megumi showed them as everything they could possibly do in a fight. Never occurred to them that they didn't want to fight and they might not want to show all their skills in a brawl like that in the street before the event.
Yeah,
So
it did seem that they didn't want to be bothered by them, but they
I mean, to me, it looks like
kind of
Nobara
went forced in it.
was capable of much more. And
but
she it's like she played dead for a sec and then she fought back.
Just like Megumi said, she didn't have her weapons with her.
Yeah.
So she can technically fight, but not to the extent of her potential. So
Well, both.
Not really.
I think that, I mean, Nobara can probably manage in close, combat and hand-to-hand combat and stuff. Megumi really has to work on that though. Like to me, it is his weakness. So, because he's mainly a support type of fighter and a long-ranged fighter. So, I mean, in a duo, like when he's fighting with Itadori, there's the perfect combination because you've got Itadori punching the curse and you've got Megumi in the back calling in curses and animals and basically sending them after the curse. So that's pretty cool. But on his own, especially against opponents like this, he'll have to either work on his hand-to-hand combat abilities or do what he supposedly was about to do and we didn't get to see. So
I think we're gonna see it at the event.
I mean,
so
I
just
think-
be patient about it.
he is the Sasuke of the group. I think he's intelligent enough to know that this is his weakness. He kind of said it 2 episodes ago, so I think he definitely knows he has to work on that, and he's been preparing for it. So it's just that they kind of hinted at a possible counter-attack that we didn't get to see, but hopefully he gets to fight this guy again, and we see it.
In the previous episode, we did see him trying to put something, I think, in a...
See if he could keep cursed weapons around that he could, have
like,
access
like
to.
in another dimension or something.
Yeah, that he could have access to in the middle of a fight, because it's not like he can just keep one on him all the time. He needs both his hands to call his
True.
his animals. So he's working on something, and I'm excited. I'm very excited because this other guy's attitude was very condescending. Like, I'm definitely better than you, and you're worth shit. So I'm gonna prove to you that you're shit right now. So it's an intimidating tactic. He was trying to be a bully, trying to lower their self-confidence before the event, so that when they show up at the event, the fight is basically won already for him. So
Oh, and by the way, it is not boring to like someone who has uncheckable character. Okay, that shit is dope.
to me, I feel like this guy's, perfect woman is the boring one, because everyone, would say that, and it's based on appearances, so there's nothing interesting about that. But Megumi gave an answer that the women actually loved, so who knows, like, out of the 2 of them, he would get more women. Basically, the girls are usually, especially in TV shows, they're attracted to the silent, antisocial types.
To be frank with you though, since it's the silent and antisocial side, you won't get any woman because
No, but they
he
would.
doesn't want to.
He would not, maybe, but they would be attracted to him more than they
for sure.
would, yeah.
For sure.
But to me, they both try to be bullies, and I would feel like it did the opposite, because I feel like Nobara and Megumi got a chance to see the opponent's abilities, and they got to see, their fighting style, so there won't be any surprise for them once they go into the...
There might still be a bit some surprise, because
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think that they went all in.
Oh, definitely
those
not.
fights,
Definitely not. But they still try to show that. I mean, they showed their abilities. So that's the element of surprise taken away from the fight. Megumi did show a little bit of it, but he didn't show everything. And Nobara, it looks like Nobara didn't show shit. So I want to see those rematches. Although I would not be, mad if the sisters got to fight one another, because it looks like there's no, love lost between the two.
Yeah, there's a fuse in the family.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they were.
Speaking about that, what did you think about the fact that since Maki doesn't have any curse energy, you did say that she remember you of Lee from Naruto. Me too, to be frank.
Because he had no chakra, but he still, he saw that as, it's a weakness, of course, because it's, training won't be as easy, and fighting people that do have access to curse energy won't be the same, definitely.
Also, she must be really, really careful, because if she lost those classes, she can see shit.
Yeah, she can't see shit. But I feel like because of that weakness, and also it looks like her family, instead of supporting her and trying to raise her up despite her difference, with the rest of the family, they pushed her down and they were kind of ashamed of her, which is bullshit. And I love that for her, she saw it as an opportunity to show them how strong she could be, and I want that for her. It took her one sentence for me to be like, okay, girl, I'm supporting you. I'm definitely behind you.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when you think about it, it's true that many families, depending on what it is about the difference, they're gonna push down or push aside.
Well, it
one
depends,
family member,
in this case, it's because it's a talent. You're born with it, and she wasn't born with it. Like, she's born with a difference that would push her out of the family tradition, it looks like. So, yeah, they decided to cast her out, but they created their worst enemy. She's gonna take this as a motivation. She's motivating herself to become stronger because of that, and I do want her to succeed. Kind of like Rock Lee. I'm like, you go ahead and you show them.
I love a character that is working really hard to achieve something.
English today. I don't know what's going on. But,
yeah, me neither.
But yeah, she definitely worked hard. And the thing is, like, I did not know that she did not have cursed energy. She did not, give off those vibes. So she looked strong, and the way she,
But because she doesn't take it as a weakness for
No.
her. And she knows that it's a difficulty, but she's just really... She's trying hard to overcoming it, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I want to see her show off. Which is why, I won't be mad if Nora doesn't end up having her, her rematch, and the sister gets to have it instead. But, it's not like the other twin is that much stronger, She can basically she said she could basically transfer cursed energy to objects, but that's about it. So even if the twins are different, they're still among the weakest sort of their family, because they can't use cursed energy like others can, and the twin that we actually support just can't use it at all. So even then, it's like I would not, I don't think it's crazy to imagine that the twin who can still use a little bit of cursed energy, if I got that right, would try to push her twin down, kind of like she said, she's pushing down her twin because she's the only one that she can actually push down.
Yeah.
She's the only one she can look down to instead of look up to, because it's easier.
Yeah.
So she's a great example of an actual bully. Someone whose situation at home isn't perfect, so she turns around and preys on the ones that are even weaker than she is. But then joke's on her, because that's when, the ones bullied will rise and kick her right back.
If we are positive, I think that type of character hides a lot of insecurities, sad feelings, If she's gonna be a good character in the future, I'm hoping for her.
What I was saying, they showed up there to be bullies and to, spread fear amongst the first years, basically. Like, they're not even going to the other, fighters of their age or anything. They're going to the youngest and basically bullying them before the event. To me,
which is not far-fetched, because people do that in real life too.
Yeah, but the people who do that, in my opinion, are the ones that are not completely confident in their skills. If you do that, it's because you think you need it. Yeah. So how strong are they truly?
Well, they might be strong, but I think they might have a low self-esteem.
Well, we know that the twin, sees herself as weak.
Yeah.
And when she compares herself to others. So that's why she bullies her sister, and that's probably why she showed up and tried to bully the first years too. But then she's gonna have a surprise because it looks like the first years are gonna be fucking strong. It always happens, the recruits, the first years, the youngest, the ones that we follow in shonen always end up being stronger.
Always.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah, true. Also, I did forget, but yeah, the main evil guy is not Megumi's father, so
No.
I was wrong about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about this last episode when you brought it back again, and we did have his name, it's just that we forgot, so we knew from the get-go that he wasn't.
Yeah. Could have been a good theory, though.
I mean, it was out there. We still wonder where he is, because we know he's supposedly a bad guy. And
A shitty father, yeah.
Yeah, and he's out there, we think. So that would be cool to learn about him a little bit and see why Megumi is who he is because of all of that. But the episode raised other questions, though. We knew that he said last episode if people from the school saw him, they would recognize him. So that's important. And now we know why. He was involved in an attack last year. So we don't know what went on, but apparently it was big, and I'd like to see what actually happened. He did some bad shit.
Really, really bad shit.
Yeah, so, and it looks like he's trying to do something very similar this year, so... Okay, we need to get on that. At least Gojo knows that, something is up. So, and I'm glad that this episode he brought it back, because I was wondering if... I like Gojo. I really do. But he does have an attitude that, speaks of his strength. He acts like he's strong.
A really carefree attitude, yeah.
A really, I don't give a shit about anyone else attitude because I am strong.
Yeah.
So a nonchalant attitude, which could be dangerous if it gets too much. Right now, I don't think it is, because I think he can back up his power. But as the show goes on, we will meet characters and bad guys who are strong, and I usually, the ones who keep saying, I'm the strongest and no one can, basically beat me, and they adopt that attitude of, I don't really give a shit about plans against me and stuff, they could get caught. So hopefully he's not that arrogant with his abilities, and he can actually back up what he's saying, and that's gonna be great. But I'm afraid for a potential bad guy who can fight him. So we'll have to see. We'll have to be careful about this. But this episode he brought it up, so in my opinion it means that he keeps it, in the back of his head, and he's gonna get ready for what's gonna happen at the event. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. And we got to see a little bit about his feud with the elders.
Yeah, if I understood correctly, though, did they want to put him in trouble because one of his students died, even though that he was weakly Sukuna's vessel, and they were trying to kill him in the first place?
I'm pretty sure that not every elder wanted to. I'm pretty sure most of the elders did not want to keep Itadori alive, and he pushed for it, and he got what he wanted. But then they wanted him gone, and that could also be one of the reasons why he's keeping his resurrection a secret till the event. But I'm pretty sure that they sent them on that mission knowing that, Gojo wasn't around to say no. And that villain over there, like that curse they were going to face was way too strong for first years. And they probably knew it. So they sent them there to die.
Yeah.
They did not care if all three of them died. And they were lucky. I mean, we were lucky that Megumi and Nobara, the two who cannot come back, survived.
They survived, yeah.
But considering that Itadori died, I'm pretty sure the elders were happy about it. And
they tried to make with one stone hit two birds at the same time, kill the vessel and get
rid of the
get rid of Gojo, because I don't think that they like him yet, like you said, right?
Well, they don't like him because he's too strong to control.
Yeah.
That's how I understand it. Like from what Gojo said this episode, it looks like the elders have been trying to control the sorcerers and the organization by keeping them weak enough that they can actually control it. But then in comes a guy like Gojo who could probably he said it himself, he could probably kill all of them. But then doing that means no one will follow him later. So the best way for him to change things, and he became a teacher and he turned to the new generation, because if you train and lead the new generation towards your goals, they will, you know, continue your work for you and change the stuff when the elders actually die. So, and having, you know, a new generation that's stronger and stronger, and having the elders be like, oh shit, like I'm dying, I'm getting weaker and weaker, and I'm losing control over the younger generation, and they're getting so strong that it could actually become new Gojos and destroy us. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean, which one is better? Because by having stronger students, like really stronger students, you might end up with the risk of one of them turning bad, just like the maiden that we saw.
Yeah, but
you know.
Well, I'll turn the question around then. What's the point of having weak sorcerers if your job is to get rid of curses?
True.
So that's what I want to know, though. That's why I want to know. I want to know why the elders. What's to gain for the elders? Because there's got to be more than just I want to control the organization by keeping them weak. You know, there's got to be a reason why Gojo really hates them. He talked about traditions. He talked about, you know, conservatives. Jesus.
Traditional?
Well, traditionalists and conservatives? Conservatives? Yeah. I'm French, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, he spoke about, you know, people who don't want change, basically.
Yeah.
And people who are stuck in their ways, but they had to do something that led to something bad for Gojo to be like, okay, your way is gone. Like, your way is done. I'm going to make sure that it changes.
Probably the big event last year.
I have a feeling that it's been much longer than that, though.
Well, probably that event made him change his mind. No,
it's 1 year. He's been a teacher. I don't think he's been a teacher for 1 year. And I think, like, for him to have such a deep hatred of the elders, he had to be, you know, against them for a while, not just 1 year.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. Learn more about the backstory and see more of the elders and see why, you know, Gojo really hates them. But it looks like they don't want change. They don't, you know, aim for strength and stuff in their followers, because that's easy to control. That's easier to control. And Gojo's way of turning everything around is raising a new generation of kids that are badasses and could become stronger than he is eventually. So yeah. Good episode. I'm excited for the event. And now we need to figure out what happened at the theater and see if our kid, who is supposed to be a good, you know, a strong fighter, survived this encounter.
I think he did.
I mean,
we just need to see how.
I want to see that fight. I want to see what happened. So we'll jump in the next episode and check it out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this with us. Sorry about the English. I don't know what's wrong. I think it might be because it's hot today, but pronunciation and just getting things out of your head onto, you know, the video doesn't work today.
That's not new, so we're fine technically.
Yeah, but it was worse today than usual. So thank you guys, and if you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out right now if you want. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, guys, which will be next week.
Yes.
So see you then.
Bye.